Well, the working day is done. Actually done quite a considerable amount of work today. It's a bit shocking really, but it does mean that I can come up into the loft of the barn and think about things to do with train sets and toys and things. Yeah, what I'm supposed to be doing, of course, is simply counting things and looking at things and finding out exactly what I've got. You know, it's a coach. It's a Hornby Dublo coach, we know that. It's suitable only for running on 3-rail layouts because it's not got any insulation between the wheels. It represents a London, Midland and Scottish railway carriage. There's a thing. That's quite a nice one. The roof is nice. And there's another quite nice London, Midland and Scottish one. So that's what I'm going to be doing for a little while today. There's another London, Midland and Scottish, not quite so nice. Oh dear. Dust in the throat. So yeah, we'll be having a look at some things tonight. Well, I'm still counting and examining and looking at things. Hornby Dublo produced model railways for quite a long time actually, and they made best use of all of the different regional varieties. You know, there's what we would think of as Western region, with this brown and this sort of cream. Now this particular carriage came to me in a box of, how do we put it, assorted stuff, and this particular one had a badly dented carriage roof, which I've sort of dressed out. It's not perfect yet. But it was squashed and damaged. I don't think the other two came with it. I think they came in a different box. But there's enough there to make a Western region train. Needs a Western region locomotive, doesn't it? I can drop that hint between now and my birthday, and who knows. Now, one of the other things, you know, Hornby produced this 3-rail system and towards the end they also produced 2-rail. Very different electrical behaviour with 3-rail. The 2 outside rails and the track bed are all sort of common, and the centre rail is insulated, so that using those 2 and that one separately, you give current to the locomotive. Now, as such, with those 2 common, the earlier 3-rail coaches could get away with metal wheels, metal axles, and no insulation between the two wheels. It didn't matter. The two wheels, you know, so what? It's all common. But not everyone liked 3-rowel, and so when they started producing 2-rowel, we see a change. Now, this particular carriage is a bit peculiar. I don't know what happened to it in its life, but this bogie has got plastic wheels. You can run that bogie on a 2-rowel system. You can't run the carriage because it's got plastic ones on that end and metal ones on that end. Who knows? Did some small boy tread on it once? Did they manage to lose some axles? I don't know. You know, that history of this particular coach is lost to us. Well, that one is plastic throughout. So this one can run on 2-rowel track, or it can run quite happily on 3-rowel track. Now, what I need to try and do is make sense of my collection. At the moment, I've got various cardboard boxes, and this card is actually, it's not ideal. It got me out of trouble, but it's not ideal. But it allowed me to package and lug stuff. These are what we would think of as Midland region, British Rowel, maroons. That one is all metal wheels, so it's 3-rowel only. But yes, I need to spend a bit of time sorting out stock, de-scrambling them, because this is all sort of packed in a hurry. That one, oh, that one's a Hornby Dublo, a grain hopper wagon. But there we are, that should keep me amused for some time. Some of these obviously had been kept in places where they suffered a little bit with rust. They might be left as they are, or they might find their way into the paint shop and be beautifully repainted. But there we are, that's just a little look at some of the things that I'm looking at and trying to make sense of. And then there's some things that you acquired along the way that you look at and you think, well, I hope it made the little lad very happy, but really, well, what can we say about it? It's red. Yeah, I don't think it was done by a professional trained repairer. I just haven't got the doors for that. But one day on a siding in a layout somewhere, that may well be one of those things tucked in the background with a tarpaulin over it. Ah dear. Yeah, as I say, I'm sure some little lad thought he was doing the right thing painting it like that.